So, to understand chat, we have Petite, who's leading 1-0 on the left, on the allies, and on the Axis Splex. And he's going for civs. Wow, the Axis player, who apparently hasn't prepared at all, is already going for civs, which you don't see very often. But, like you said, Splex isn't very trained in this map. He's going for spies, but we see no air out of him, which could be truly his downfall. But Andrersh sounds pretty bad right now against this kind of opponent. We have an Italy versus Scandinavian guys. The King's Choice is made this very nice. And
especially when you're younger.
The boys are gonna meet in the middle here soon. Game number 2. And the Axis needs a win desperately.
The special force pushing the south. They're gonna take the mountain range.
Take the river? No, he's not. He's not. No. With the Mountaineers, he has the special force buff. With the
one
debuffs
of them,
are massive. 25 terrain, 25 experience. Experience debuff. That's so interesting. Experience debuff.
The
he's attacking with greens.
A big factor.
Huge. Thank you, Tony, man. Thank you. Huge. I would think that's almost a huge mistake here, and I'm learning so much from this, and other people playing the league should learn from this too. You gotta practice your divisions, man. These Mountaineers are supposed to break a mountain, but they have a minus 25% modifier for being green. You gotta train them up. You're missing 25% modifier. A huge difference. Yeah, that's activity. I like seeing that, man. He is playing Marines against a Marine player. The air war is going to the player that hasn't built early air. You gotta be kidding me. Spawning in 200 fighters from the Italy trees, helping him so much here against Norwegian Marines. He's winning the air war, even though he went air so much later. He's looking like an accidental genius here. Systems here, and this is a river attack in the south.
I'm not sure about the naval invasion though, because our allied player has his navy out on combo raid, so there might be a naval battle there coming.
Naval battle? And he broke the mountain.
Soon.
His tactic.
I will tell you when it happens.
He wanted to boost a Mountaineer build to break the mountains, and he just did that. How are we looking with that naval invasion?
Naval battle. South of tip of India. Both fleets, I think, are the same size, but it looks like the Italian one has a few more stats, even though it doesn't have a design on it. Sorry, not design.
Down here. Yeah, no commander here on the Italian side.
Yeah, sorry.
Little micro mistake, still taking down destroyers. The Italian Navy just better now. The Norwegian Navy getting out. That means the Marines are gonna go through. He's gonna actually invade his enemy here. He just spawned divisions. That's the micro we want to see. He just spawned 7 divisions.
The combo raiding battle showed him that there is a naval invasion coming, because there would not be another reason for there to be units.
The naval invasion failed. 2 happened on the side. That means 2 divisions will go down here. The special forces build, the Allied Nations, is making use of that, and he's breaking through the mountains with his Mountaineers. These Mountaineers are godlike. His entire focus revolves around very good special forces. 15% attack bonus. These Mountaineers are strong as hell, and he just took another mountain tile. I love this right now. I'm watching the Allied player, Petite, and he's so overwhelmed. He has open mills, he has open research, he has open focuses. You can see right here, chat, this is where diamonds are crushed into coal. No, the other way around.
The problem, if you just look at the light tank he's building, it's I don't, like, as I said, I don't want to be rude or anything, but it's like one of the worst light tank designs I've ever seen. I don't know what it's supposed to be, you know? It has like 26 hull attack, 15 soft attack. You don't need hull attack, you only need something in tanks.
This looks grim. Cass is now coming in for green for the Allied Nations. Now paratrooping, man. I like that. I like when players don't give up. The allied player could just be like, I'm fine here. I'm winning the game. You need to attack me. But he doesn't do that. He's actually willing to do some damage. He is trying to... That's genius. He's taking the 2 cross sections that turn off every single railway supply. If he actually lands on this, which there's a little micro mistake. He has to still put 1 paratrooper on the other one. He's gonna kill the entire supply of his enemy.
Or if he pairs a naval invasion with a push and with a paradrop at the same time, and that would be really cool. That's like combined arms. That's what the tree is about.
Here comes combined arms. And the invasion is coming. Yeah, true.
Especially right now.
And he is gonna... Oh, there's the defense! Actually, defenders didn't see that. He's gonna easily hold that, but the cutoff. You can see it right now. The cutoff is happening. Let me show it. Beautiful cutoff. He cut off all supply hubs, and now the Allied Nations. Let's see what he's gonna do with that. He's
going to cut off the railways soon. He didn't cut it off yet.
He's
in 3 days. Once he gets the tile left of Calcutta, then it will be cut off.
These special forces are so good, and here comes the devastating push. Just battle plans his enemy. This
and now the supply is cut off. Look at the front line now in the south. Everything is red.
And beautifully played by Petite here. Well done. Let's go to the player map real quick. Well played. I like the guy. I like that. We are having Retro versus Xeddist, man. And already the medium tank opening here, beautifully done. There is a starting meta that Marcel showed us, but this is the starting meta, kinda. I will predict a USA build. USA, a very, very strong nation here. And Xeddist already going for a bit of air. Guys, I'm feeding the hype. Both players now going into the mills. That's a basic... No! We have a sift maker again. The Axis with the sifts first. The allies with the mills. So very different starting builds. Air designer already on the Axis. Who did the allies choose? And we have army designer already. The allied player is going for army XP and army doctrines, whereas the Axis player seems to be running away with the air game here. We have our first Sith Greed guy.
He's still going.
Dude, I love this guy. Xeddist with the Sith Greed. He fully finished all Sith focuses. The allies player only finishing his builds, no Siths, and now going for the US Armed Forces. Looks like he's going for the mediums, but how does that work? Didn't he do a massive mistake? He researched something he would have gotten for free anyway, I think. Is he doing flame tanks?
Oh, yes.
No, that's... Oh, no, he did a flame tank. Ah, this guy actually prepared, man. He's also on cast already, more than fighters. Interesting. 70 days till war. We have a medium tank USA. He also has two motorized. This is a tactic we saw from C-Mobs in January. He's trying to rush supply ups. Medium tanks now being produced. Let's take a look at that design. That's how you actually design a tank. There we go. Unlike Splex last game. 10 on air, 4 on cast. The air war going massively for the Axis player. Once again, the Axis player is mad Sith greedy. The longer the game goes, the better for him. 63 factories versus 86. And the defense looks mad. The war just started. Looks very, very under. If the allied player now realizes that he is far, far, far ahead, he can probably just crush this guy right now. It is just so greedy to not take mills. He took some mills now. He took them. I'm sorry. He took some mills now. He even is researching research speed. Okay, now he's going too far.
Yeah. He's also going for the maintenance company, which doesn't make any sense because he's not even using tanks or anything.
Yeah, maintenance also makes no sense. 5% more capture if you instruct something, which might not happen. The allied player now understanding a time window is closing here. The game is going to run away from him. The Italy is the bigger economic power, but here comes the push. The medium tank just facing no resistance. I think we have anti-tank in that division. I didn't see if he gets pierced. And he's finally getting active. He might look for the supply up of Frankfurt here. The tank attacking over a river, taking Frankfurt, easily crushing through this. But yeah, a lot of really weird decision making here by the Axis. What is he going to do with mechanized? What are you going to do with 4% research? We have a breakthrough now. He built actually 2 tanks now. Beautiful build up. These are very, very good tanks. He built 2 of them and they're crushing through the line here. Oh, and the railway gun now coming from the Axis here. His economy is so much stronger than the allies. Let's take a look here, and he's
he might encircle Amsterdam here.
He's breaking for
very
massively.
Weak defended the part of the
Cast
front there.
damage.
He has breakthrough divisions there. But his breakthrough divisions are not in the combat. It's just the normal ones that are fighting in Rotterdam.
Yeah. Oh, nice breakthrough. Will the allies...
He could take Amsterdam though. Amsterdam is empty right now. If he gets the 3 units walk out of there.
Tanks on there though. That's the point. I just talked about this, chat. Now the point is, here comes the 2 tanks. What the hell are you going to do about it? What the hell are you going to do about these tanks?
He's going to get encircled. That's what he's doing.
Yeah. And this could be the first nail inside this coffin. Huge encirclement. We now have finally a move here from the allied player. He's utilizing his tanks well. There might be a big encirclement south. And I think he's putting nails in the coffin here.
Look at the numbers on the front line, by the way. We have, let me see really quick, 38 divisions on the Axis and 73 on the allies. Even though the Axis player is 20 mils ahead. As we said earlier, he's not utilizing his strength that much because he's building a lot of unnecessary stuff. And this could be a big breakthrough here.
The 2 tanks easy took this game. And it's really up in game number 2 for my boy Xeddist to adapt to this. Game number 2 of the HOI4 League. 5 months of non-stop 1-on-1. And then the top 8 fight in the greatest HOI4 tournament of all times. Gentlemen, we're going in. Xeddist is down 1 game. He had the economy, but he didn't have the skill. Should we call him the USA under Joe Biden? And let's take a look at Xeddist. Already looking for a bit more value here. Still doing research speed. Anti-tank 2 coming in. He's predicting he's going to have to fight tanks. Does the Sifts again. I wonder if it's going to be Sif greedy again. Where's his opponent? Retro, who is up 1 game, is showing us also research. But there's the engineer to rush again. Retro loves that. He is unlocking, my dear newbie viewers that don't know anything, flame tanks. He's doing Sifts. This motherfucker, fake your face kitten. I love this guy. He says, "Fuck you, TommyKay. Suck my balls. I'm gonna do Sifts." Sif greed. Oh, wait, did he just switch focuses?
Who?
No, the game is just so... No, he switched focuses. This motherfucker. He switched away from the civs. He switched away from the civs, man. Listen to Uncle Tommy, man. Build up phase. Now the heavy MG coming. A bit late, you could say. He's already building airplanes that don't have the heavy MG. And submarines.
You don't need to build a submarine that early. And I see a module on it, which is called mine laying module, and that is not allowed.
What did you say, sorry?
He's using a mine laying module on his U-boats, and mine laying is not allowed.
Yeah. He's doing mine laying, which is not allowed. We might have to call. Might have to call a yellow card here. But we're for now gonna be nice thinking he did that. Not on
I mean, the rules say it's not allowed to lay mines. So okay, so submarine 3s are also not allowed, Zaki Rose.
Submarine 3s are rule breaks.
Yeah, if I see like him using them later or something,
yeah, I'll check it.
We'll talk to him again.
Okay,
the Axis player said okay, and he's also sorry, and he stopped building submarines.
And here comes the Katyusha, the first official Katyusha of the HOI4 League. It's coming in. Problem, and the war started. The game is fast.
Oh, Paradrop and Patna, look at that. The other player, Paradrop and Patna. He needs to last in the Paratrooper though. That's really strong. He already holds the
I didn't see that coming.
Right next to the enemy spawn. It's just that he's not lasting the Paratrooper and he lost it.
Germany doing last of the Luftwaffe, spotting him 200 airplanes, air work going towards the Allied player at the moment.
What the fuck? The Allied player just deleted this Katyusha division. Why?
Okay, he just deleted his Katyusha. Maybe he wanted them stockpile to now add them to the division. He has 160 Katyushas.
And now he, oh my god, big push. The battle plan has been enabled.
Battle planning here. Never a good sign in HOI4 esports. The battle plan seems to be going well in the plains and the hills, but massively losing the south.
Huge last stand on the entire front line here.
Yeah, and we have the last stand.
This might be a problem, you know, like if you look at the plains tiles, his units are losing a lot of strength there because he's fighting 1 versus 4 there.
Yeah, a lot of the equipment losses
everywhere
here for the last stand. Huge damage already. We will see, I think, after the battle what happens here. Already missing a lot of support equipment, and now gets the red bubble, unfortunately, but good damage done. That was not a bad battle plan. More anti-tank doing excavation, okay. He only has 1 point. Excavation probably helps a bit. And supply issues here for the Axis player. I just said he will never attack with infantry. He's attacking with the 12 whiffs. The flame tanks doing so good here in the forest. They're just burning down all the trees. Like, he should play Brazil, man. And there might be a first encirclement. And it's starting to look like a stomp. Retro is just now not having any mercy on our boy Xeddist. Nice counter here. There's gonna be some battles. He might even lose the north of Nagpur, but beautiful counter. That shows a high-level player. He counters it, so he cannot take that tile. But now he unorked himself and is now losing this tile. We see actually a nice attack here from the Russians. This could be worth something. And so this situation once again turned around and became a victory for the Axis. Yeah, this is just full stalemate. I don't think Xeddist can come up with anything here. Okay, game is almost over here. 3 days, and that's GG. Retro taking the first win. He's done for the week. The first loss for my boy. His name is, obviously, Xeddist. A win for Retro, man. Well played. Bro, this Andrersh guy is already doing, he's doing, what is it called with the...
Juggling. Juggling.
He's juggling research. This guy's good at the game.
Yeah, I hope so.
Juggling.
Otherwise it won't be a...
Whereas Andy Bundy, now with the anti-air 2 coming out, is going for the Commonwealth. So we have North Finland versus Canada, man. And Katsuro on only 4 civs building. He must be going crazy on, forming departments, decrypting his enemy. And there's the medium tank, ladies and gentlemen. Joining the field. Take a look at that bad boy. The best division on the field right now. Very nice tank he spawned in here. Beautiful stats. That medium tank we saw it yesterday is very dangerous.
War will start in like almost.
Wait, he gets another medium tank? Oh, Canada gets 2 medium tanks.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like the second one is even mechanized, I think.
13 days till the war. 2 very, very equal players looking like right now are gonna face. It's Cass versus 2 medium tanks.
In 1 day.
There we go. I think he's gonna rush Amsterdam with these light tanks. Canada pick looks strong, but now there is some advancement. The problem of the Canada player is the weakness of the infantry. He's fully open Luxembourg and the superior infantry of the Germany player. He is now breaking through the middle easily. The tanks need to come and save this. Especially the force bonus helps here a lot. And the encircled 2 divisions here. 2 divisions, and these are good divisions down. Clicked away by infantry. Katsuro coming back massively. The green air and the Cass. 100 Cass in the battle. He's just crushing it everywhere. And the question seems to be answered. Will the 2 medium tanks have a big game impact? They're now taking Düsseldorf. 2 divisions down. What will the tanks do now? Maastricht will be a massive encirclement. There's no micro from Katsuro. Katsuro doesn't micro the situation. I think he might be overextending
his tanks here. If you look at that.
Oh.
Yeah, player micro C can just easily cut them off.
micro battle. Gentlemen, we have our first game of skill. It's happening. Who's going to encircle who? The encirclement is done, but Katsuro can fix this. He can fix this.
He could still break it out. He could still break this out.
He's looking grim now, though. The tanks will clear this. This is huge damage. Oh, man, this is a very equal, huge damage. I don't think this encirclement can be freed. He's trying very, very hard.
I don't think he will be able to kill it, though. Like, his flanks are very weak, and he took back Amsterdam right now.
He might do it here, but Micro is coming in. Might be too late. That is 7 divisions. Katsuro actually freeing them here. No pin happening. Freeing them. You gotta be kidding me. Now looking for the counter encirclement. If these 2 mediums die, the whole game plan of Canada is falling apart.
He might get his tank encircled here.
But he got the mediums out.
Total, the cast from
wow, he actually just got them out. And Katsuro, relentless here. Beautiful break from the north. Just breaking through the light tank. I didn't know the Finnish tank is light tank. Just running through. He's just running through while the 2 mediums are doing stuff in the south. He's getting crushed in the north. And GG is called. Wow. We have Andy on the axis. He needs to get a win here or he's out for this week. And Katsuro on the ally. Straightforward.
Yeah.
No bullshit.
Wrong fighter design from our axis player here. Meanwhile, Katsuro is doing it okay. He's adding more range to his plane, which will happen later on, and he will trade way better.
At least it's not that far away. It's still...
Yeah, it's still good, but for the map, it's the wrong choice, I would say.
There we go. North Finland. Left side being taken. He's not researching Rangers, though. My boy Andy looking a bit more favorable now. He's choosing Canadian First Army. We just saw that last game. The medium tanks are coming. And Andy is also leading with 10 more fighters than Katsuro while going heavily on Cass. It's like Andy is taking everything that beat him last game and use it for himself now.
Let's go, Andy.
Andy, bro. Winning the air war, building a lot of Cass. And don't forget, chat, it's something I have to learn myself still. Apparently, Finland has really good generals with double adaptable. Field Marshal and General adaptable. Did I see Marine? Oh, he's building Marines for the crossover. He's not naval raiding, but he wants Marines for the crossover. They're not bad. They're 40 whiffs. He loves his 40 whiffs. They're so expensive, man. Possible. On all channels. The Allied Nations declared war on the League of Neutrality. I just read that like such a boomer. Especially... Oh, he naval invaded a bit.
Naval invasion, yeah.
Ah, naval invasion.
Let's
Beautiful.
see if the X-Player will actually go to Lulea quickly right now. It doesn't look like it. He's advancing a bit slowly, but he's snaking with 1 unit, so that should be fine.
Lulea going to the axis. It's 2-1 for the Allied player Katsuro here. The game has just started, and the Marines are just showing their naked arses to the allies here. He's not even retreating to the defense of the island. He's just standing here and saying, I'm not afraid.
The Axis player is not picking his traits, you know? He's not picking the adaptable traits and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, what a huge mistake. Once again, the nervosity seems to be a factor here for Andy. He doesn't take adaptable. That is a huge mistake. That is pretty big. The air is actually contested. We're having our first air war here. And Cass helping the Marines. Nice. Katsuro just looking a bit stronger here, man. Beautiful defense of Narvik. Easy protect Stockholm. And Andy, unfortunately, puts himself into a position here where he is the one that has to make something happen. He has crazy supply issues. A bit of micros needed here. These divisions have to go south to go to supply. He's kind of his own worst enemy right now. He's losing so much to attrition. And Andy is starting to look against the fence. And Katsuro with the meta invasion. A beautiful invasion that can end the game so quickly here. He's staying active. I love to see that. If he takes this, Aland is encircled. The 40 with Marines. Super valuable Marines will go down. Oh, we have a naval battle. Oh, which is getting super won by the Allied Navy. The Canadians with the carriers. The Finnish Navy loses a destroyer. Has to retreat. The Navy is fully going towards Canadian. What a beautiful Canadian pick. I didn't think the Canada pick would be so good here in Scandinavia. He just crushed Andy here. This is devastating. Finland is wide open. Helsinki is open. The Marines are fully encircled. They have a port, though. They have a port, I just realized. But what a beautiful play by Katsuro, who's showing unbelievable skill here. And -10 winter attrition from Sisu. He's trying something, but as I said, the medium tank comes over, and the medium tank is such a beautiful play by Katsuro. Who would have thought that tank Canada is good in Scandinavia? The tanks are holding, and now comes the Boop and Jor, 2 medium tanks just crushing Andy here. Crushing through. Imagine he gets to 7. Imagine he gets to 7. Oh, I just said 10 seconds ago, you can't stack 7 on one tile. You cannot stack 7 divisions. He's trying to get out. He's holding it. Whoa. Andy. He's getting crushed, though. He's getting circled. And he's getting crushed.
Yeah, the naval invasion is going to cut off behind them.
Oh,
You know,
he's
like
getting
the tides right of the tanks, and unless the tanks run out of fuel now
that's-
and get encircled themselves, this could be game over. And then he could encircle everything.
Oh my
but
God.
unfortunately, he didn't use
He needs
last
to ping, he needs to ping, he needs to ping.
free again.
He pinged it, he pings it. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Yeah,
Did he
he's
just
not going to get it
counter
out.
it?
He's not going to get it out. He's walking out.
Helsinki fallen. Beautiful invasion, actually. Beautiful invasion. And Andy is getting somewhere. He did kill 2 mediums. He has a supply hub. But still, Andy is his own biggest enemy. He's losing almost 4,000 equipment to himself.
It's just fine.
Helsinki falling back into the hands of Andy. The question is still, what will Andy make happen here? The attrition is bad for him. The 2 medium tanks are gone. The yellow card is drawn.
Yeah,
and there
it's
it
actually
is.
not that easy. That's
The
every time.
Lulea. Oh my God, that's
no
devastating.
supply anywhere, man. Look at that.
Outplayed. Lulea.
This could be the GG now.
Look at that,
This
chat.
could
Look at
be
that.
it.
He cut off this highway and he cut off this highway. And GG called. Katsuro taking it 2-0. Well played by Andy here. GG.